December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday as well. But, of course, man, this is Sold Out, where we talk the sneaker talk. Now, if you want to get a sneak peek or you want to just connect with me more, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up, where, of course, we can continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, which y'all know I've been very, 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 very active in the sports section today, because if you know the topic, you know. In fact, I think J-Rod had wanted me to do a survey to get you guys' thoughts on there, but I don't think YouTube would really want me to do that, so I'm not going to do it. So if you're a part of the Sold Out Discord, you know what I'm talking about, and if not, it is what it is. But also, I've been active in the music section as well, and of course, but tonight's topic, man, we're just going to keep things moving here. I'm only going to be on this joint for like an hour, so you guys definitely smash that like button and sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already, man, as y'all come in and out. We're talking Stadium Goods. It's closing this New York City store, which I'm very, very surprised, because I thought that would be one of its biggest stores, and why would they want to close it? So for the people who don't know, Stadium Goods is a actual resale store, right? Okay, so y'all know how I kind of feel about sneaker resale. I can honestly say it's kind of one of those, it's a gift and a curse with coming with collecting sneakers. And I'll break that down a little bit into the live tonight as well. And then, of course, we're talking Kanye West calling out Adidas and Jerry Lorenzo. I'm probably going to start there first because I feel like the stadium goods, I'm probably going to have a lot more to say and or less depending on what the articles say, because I got 2 articles for both. But I do want to start with Kanye, man, because I have my thoughts on this one, and I'm kind of not surprised, so I'm going to be sharing my screen here in just a second. And also, towards the end of the live, y'all know I'll be talking upcoming sneaker releases as well. So, again, you guys smash that like button and sub up to the channel as y'all coming and out. Hopefully, again, y'all are feeling the new visuals where, you know, I got what really the background I have when I have guests on here, right? Okay, but I feel like, you know, why not just do it for myself? So, again, y'all let me know if audio and visual is okay. Hopefully, it's looking good on my end and look like we're working very well. Let me see who else in the chat, and then we'll get the party started. Looks like we got Official Wild Boy SK says, Yerp, what up, Official Wild Boy? What up, what up, what up? Let's see, we got Kwame in the building, says, yo, what up, Kwame? Says he's chilling tonight, that's what's up. We got Long Beach Joe Jet says, salutes to Polo in the chat, let's get it. This song is a banger. Okay, that's what's up, that's what's up. Ironically, man, you have to be very, very selective when you're putting music on YouTube. If you don't pay for it or license it, man, some of the stuff you can get it where it doesn't cause an issue. But a lot of my stuff I've had to go back and edit over time too, man. But it is what it is. I feel like it sets the move right for the live and gets me motivated. And just get my mind right, man, especially with just how things is. Y'all know I work a full-time job, so I haven't been even long got off work actually. Let's see, Long Beach Joe just says, salutes to audio and visual is great. Appreciate that, homie. Appreciate that. I've always been worried if I've got too much light shining on me where it's too much, but it is what it is. Let's get the party started. Like I said, I want to start with this Kanye and Jerry Lorenzo situation in Adidas. Looks like he's venting again, which I'm not surprised here. Now, this is my thing. Before even reading the articles and sharing my screen, this is my thing with Kanye West, right? Am I tripping? And I'm going to look this up just to confirm to make sure that I'm not going crazy. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Ye sign a deal with Adidas that was going to, like his contract was going to end with Adidas in 2025 to the best of my knowledge? I'm going to double check this. I'm going to Google this real quick before I even go any further. But if I'm not mistaken, and if I remember correctly, Ye signed a deal with Adidas, which was, again, it put him in the billionaire status. So even if the deal wasn't that great, it sounds great from the outside looking in because I'm not a billionaire, right? And let me clarify this. When you're worth $1 billion versus actually having a physical $1 billion, I know the difference. However, still where he doesn't have to worry about anything. But my thing is what I'm trying to get at, right? If I remember correctly, his contract would have ended in 2025 before he went on that whole rant in 2022 and got cut from Adidas and they had to do what they had to do and the lawsuits came and all that and he lost a lot of his endorsements allegedly because, you know, he made certain comments that he shouldn't have been really making, in my opinion, publicly. Because, again, you can say what you want to say behind closed doors, but at the same time, if you're a business, you really need to try to move correctly. And my thing with Ye, right? Dog, had you would have just, I don't know, just kept it professionally, in my opinion. This whole live is alleged and opinionated base. I don't know a mother trucking thing, by the way. But had he just kept it professionally and kept it together, I don't know. I'm no genius here, and y'all tell me if I'm tripping. But if his contract ended in 2025 with Adidas like I think it did or would have, you would be out of it anyway. With all of your with the money, you would be out of it anyway. You even if you wanted to be out of it, you ranted at 2022 and you only got a few years left. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna double check it to make sure I'm not going crazy. But this is my thing. And look at Adidas sales. Yeah, they're still $1 billion company, but they were up there more when Ye was on there. Dog, sure, even if they own the silhouettes, this, that, and the third, if you left professionally, you could have went to any other company that you wanted to. Or Adidas would have probably renegotiated your deal and gave you more money. And what kills me with people, right, in the Discord, and I'm going to talk about a little bit. I'm not going to bring up the sports section, but the sports section, we were having a conversation about money, right? I know some people wasn't active in it. And a lot, you know what? People were asking her like, oh, Polo, is it all you care about? No, money is not all that I care about. But at the same time, if you have the opportunity to touch $1 billion or make a whole bunch of money off of something that you're going to do anyway, why don't you do it? You know what I mean? And I know it's a little bit off mode, but it's on mode. This is my thing. If he would have left Adidas professionally, and this is my thing, he know, and I know, and you probably know, right? I'm no genius. They probably wouldn't let him leave anyway. This is my thing. Had he hold out, don't sign the deal, don't extend the deal, say like, you can negotiate more. Is he gonna get what he wants all the way? No, that's the point of negotiating. But this is my thing. Think about it. He was a billionaire. I guarantee you, before they let him walk out the door, as long as his demands wasn't a little too wild, which I feel like they were, however, I feel like they still would have negotiated where he would have had the best like sneaker deal you could possibly get. Rumors is, and allegedly, that's why he left Nike. For the people who don't know, he was with Nike. And he started talking that crazy talk, and Nike let him go, and he went over to Adidas. But this is my thing. Nike's already showed him time and time again, like, we never needed you to be 100. And that was his problem. Did Yeezys do well at Nike? Yes. Do I want a pair of Yeezy 2s? Yes. But I would like a fresh pair. But y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, even Adidas, like, okay, cool. We still good over here financially. We great with you. But at the same time, we're not gonna you're not gonna disrespect us and make us look bad either. You know what I mean? He needs to know how to do that. And I hate to say that, and I hate to bring this person's name in this situation, but it makes me think of Dame Dash, of how he used to talk to people and look at the deals he lost. You know what I'm saying? Again, say what you want to say about Jay-Z, right? And I know we're talking sneaker talk tonight, but we got to use some examples here to get my point across. Say what you want to say about Jay-Z, he still handles it professionally, right? He probably keeps his thoughts to himself. Ain't no telling what his wife and his family hears what he say. But at the same time, when he gets in front of the people that can make or break situations for you, he handles it professionally. And if he don't like something, he completes what he signs in the deal and keeps it moving. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, he sets a great example. What's the saying that people always say? Like, and this is the thing I hate too, and I know off mode, but on mode, they'll be like, yo, what would you take? $500,000 in cash or dinner with Jay-Z? And even Jay-Z himself has said, take the $500,000 in cash. I would too, personally, but everybody thinks Jay-Z is doing something different when really he's just trying to move it. To me, I would think Jay-Z is just trying to move as professionally as he possibly can. That's what these guys need to take away from this. Maybe they're saying he's doing things a little bit too soft in or being a little bit too patient. But to be honest, at the end of the day, you got to think about the history of what this country was built up off of and where we came from and where we are. You got to still move correctly. And that's just what I want. I hate to go into that rant. My bad. But that's before I read to the article, I know how this is gonna, I have a feeling in my head how this is gonna go, dog. Let me hit the chat real quick. Kwame says, I like Ye, but nobody messed up the deal but him. Thank you. That is all I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, he has nobody to be mad at but his freaking self. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, right? And we can use anybody. I'll input myself in the situation. At my job, every day, there's always there's always room for improvement. But I'm not about to flip out and lose my job when I needed to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Is there some stuff I don't like? Sure. I'm not even going to go into full details here because I don't know who watches this. I have a feeling. But anyway, the point I'm trying to get at, every job, no matter what, there's going to be some things that you have to take, some things that you don't like, some stuff that you do like. At the end of the day, if I have too much of an issue with my own personal job, I'm still not going to flip out and walk out unless I just hit the lotto or something like this, that, and the third, and I'll do like a Dave Chappelle thing. However, even still, I don't even think I would still do it. I don't know because I ain't had that much money at one time. But the point I'm trying to make, say if I get tired of my job, I would still hold it together find another opportunity and leave professionally as every job I've ever had that I had to quit and leave. Even if I absolutely positively could not stand the job, I still left professionally and made sure that they said, hey, if you do want to come back, hit us up, this, and the third. It's about being professional at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, in some jobs, I look back, I'd be like, man, I hope I never ever have to go back to that. But at the same time, I'm glad that I even had the option, because you never know what you need to do when you need to survive here. And I know everybody has their standards, this, that, and the third. And yeah, yay, I get it. You want them. And the thing is, what Ye was asking for, in my opinion, you're not finna, yes, you doing a great job, and they may would have created an own separate position for you. But I don't think that he wants, like, he's just gonna walk in and own the joint. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's seen what you did at Nike, they seen what you did at Adidas, and you wonder why other companies, this is my thing, if Ye could do it all on his own, remember he walked down to Skechers' office and they didn't let him in. Remember that. I remember that. Skechers. And no disrespect, because I see Snoop Dogg has been doing the commercials over there, but hey, a check is a check. And look at what Snoop Dogg represents. But he still keeps it together professionally for all his endorsements. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. That's another great example that you want to pay attention to. You know what I mean? And I know everybody has to do things their own way, and there's certain ways that you want to handle it. But at the end of the day, you have to come with, in my opinion, the word I'm looking for here is respect. Point blank, period. Let's see where I'm at real quick. Let me hit the chat. It says, let's see, Long Beach Joe Jess says, I respect you. Your take on this one, Polo. Appreciate it. And that's all I'm trying to say, right? I get, Ye, cool. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Ye, he would have showed that he could hold it together over there at Adidas, easily. Think about it. He probably could have low-key went back to Nike, got the bag and the deal that he want for. You ain't finna get the max because, Nike's still top dog, but you still finna live way better than the rest of us. Everybody's gonna get super excited. Honestly, if Ye probably would have been able to go back to Nike, it would have shed a lot of sneaker stores or I'll say a lot of sneaker companies, they would have felt it. I'm not gonna say shut them down, but they would have felt it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, if he went back over there and they re-released a Yeezy 2. A Yeezy 2, a shoe I've been wanting for so long. In fact, even before me and Dunks was doing lives, even before I was posting my content on YouTube, I never forget when the Yeezy 2s dropped and they were in DTLR and the DMB, and there was the longest line. I can't even find the picture, but I remember it. And I was like, I'm going to get that shoe. And guess what? I don't have it because it was that hard to get. And yes, you could probably do a little bit of research and find a pair now, but it's been so long since that shoe released to the point that at the amount of money that the average person want for a real pair, we've seen just on Kai Cenat, that sneaker is going to fall apart on you because it's so old. Point blank, period. And it wasn't the best quality back then. And we going to keep it real. Even if you got it for retail, which I don't know too many people who even got the shoe for retail to begin with. You know what I mean? I'm about to share my screen here, but I just had to get that up off my chest, man. Let me hit the chat real quick. Where we at? Let's see. The official Wild Boy SK says, I wish all the negativity would stop, but I do think it's weird Ye can hate any person he wants, but not any group of people. That's my thing too, dog. You can feel a certain way about however you want to feel, but sometimes you know what to say. You know what the saying was? And this is what I tell myself when I go into work or in certain situations. And I even used to embed this in my coworkers' head. Pause. I always used to say this, to be honest, and this happened low-key. Something happened when I was a young lad, like I was younger, at my grandmother's house. And even though I was right in the situation, my mom and my dad, you know what they told me? They were like, hey, look, we get it. You right. However, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't you say anything at all. And I was like 12 years old at the time. And I still live by that to this day. Sometimes, to be honest, dog, if you don't have nothing nice to say, sometimes it's best to not say anything at all. You know what I'm saying? He could say to his family this, that, and the third, say what he wants, but at the same time, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just no, keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because even if he did own everything, people were still not going to rock with you because, to be honest, what these people need to realize, you're only as good as your supporters. We still the ones who putting the money in their pockets to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? We have a little bit more power than what we realize too. You know, he just went a little too far, got a little too comfortable. What did it for me for Ye was the Adidas. No, what was it? The Gap situation where he had his clothes, selling them in the trash bags, and that was me. That was disrespectful, dog. That was super disrespectful in my opinion. Where we at? Long Beach Joe Jet says Nike couldn't stand Kanye because of his demands. They didn't want to deal with giving him a high percentage of royalties. Yeah, but had he would have kept his mouth, like my thing is, he went over to Adidas, had would have played ball game, and he could have went back over there and got a little bit more than Nike. Because remember at one point, whenever he was low key being done with Adidas, we seen him in Nikes again. Long Beach Joe Jazz says facts, says they sent security to Kanye at Skechers. They weren't having it. Exactly. They're not. That's my thing, bro. He went too far. Reality. You know, point blank period. Long Beach says none of the Nike Yeezys were good quality. None. Yeah, I look, trust me, as a person who looks and shops for sneakers randomly all the time, I've glanced at that shoe so many times. I took it off my watch list because I'm like, no, you're not about to drop that much money on a shoe, for one. That's check mark number one. Two, then when you get it and it falls apart, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a shoe surgeon, no pun intended here. And I'm not talking that tonight, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not, honestly, it's just, it is what it is, you know? At the end of the day, I'm buying my shoe to wear, you know? Long Beach says, that's true, just don't say anything at all. Exactly. That's my thing. He could have kept his mouth shut, continued to deal with Adidas, and he would have had an option with, you know, another company. Like, it would have been nice to see him go over a Reebok with Shaq in them and Allen Iverson. That would have been a great deal too. He could have went over there with a little bit more pull. Definitely put Reebok back on the map on where it once was, because I don't know if a lot of people remember, Reebok had a lot of like rappers and stuff. I think there was the G-Unit joints. Remember, we've had that. Even Pharrell had a Reebok sneaker because we had those, if I'm not mistaken, it was the ice cream joints. You know what I'm saying? I think if anybody who, I don't know how Reebok them kind of dropped the deal with all them celebrities and stuff like that. Think about it. They even had S. Carters. Think about it. Ye could have went over there and dominated. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it. Y'all let me know. Let's see. Long Beach says he sold Gap clothing and trash bags. Yeah. You don't remember that? You know what? Let me Google this. You gotta see this. I know that one's gotta be fresh. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna Google the trash bags, and I wanna just see if I can even find when his deal was supposed to be up at Adidas. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna say Gap Yeezy trash bags. I'm pretty sure I did a live on it. You probably just wasn't watching at the time, dog. Yeah, I just want to find the images. I don't even need it. Yep, here we go. Right here. I'm not making this up. Let me share my screen. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom, right there. Share my screen. This is what he had in the Gap stores over there, dog. I'm not kidding. Like, this is disrespectful. And then the thing is, no organization to the joint. No organization whatsoever. Yes, it wasn't like super duper regular trash bags, but look at this. This is what it is in the store. He threw his clothes in there. And if you look at this, the sizing look at the close up on this. The sizing on this and stuff was off. You know, like look like one sleeve would be longer than the other, this, that, and the third. But that's how big of a following Ye had. And I respect it, but it's still, I don't respect this. I'm not buying that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I need you to have your stuff presentable when I go into the store. It's one thing, like, case in point, if you've ever shopped during the holiday season, right? Like, when there's like, you know, what am I looking for? Black Fridays, and if you ever went in a mall whenever, you know, like December when everybody's trying to get gifts, yes, the stores could use a good cleaning, but at the same time, you know, it didn't, I know for a fact that it couldn't have started that way, in my opinion. So, yeah, I can work with that, but this right here, no. Now, this one right here, the store actually has it somewhat organized and folded up in here. However, think about it. If your size at the very, very, very bottom, what you think the average customer finna do? Come on, man. And I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying in general. Let's see. The official Wild Boy SK says, I knew you would say that, but was everybody else doing the same thing? Everybody was hating on Kanye before that, especially somebody gonna snap, especially when people can hate on you, but you can't. This is my thing. My thing is this. I don't know, and I don't want to go too far with this, and I am going to start this article real quick. I did just switch to it. I don't know what's thrown the man off, but at the same time, is he creative? Yes, but at the same time, dog, even though you're creative and you're all over the place, it doesn't give you the right to disrespect somebody too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Long Beach Joe just says what? Let's see. Long Beach says G Unit, Jay-Z, S. Carter's, Pharrell, Reebok tried to put things together. They did. And I would like to see all that come back. I would like to see if Shaq and Allen Iverson is over there if they really would go negotiate. I feel like they can get Jay-Z them back, get a Jay-Z S. Carter back over there. That would sell. You know what I'm saying? We can. Rumors is they were supposed to bring the G Units back. It would sell. 50 is a little outspoken, but I feel like he does just enough to not go too far, in my opinion, not to defend him. At one point, and I'm telling my age here, I remember when Fifth and Ye were having the top two competing albums. They were like neck and neck, pause. Long Beach says, that's crazy. Wow. He says, who was hating on Kanye? This is the thing. It took a lot for Kanye to break through the door. At one point, Kanye didn't want to, Dame Dash didn't want to sign him. Everybody just wanted to use him as a producer, but he really wanted to rap. And he kept doing, he put the work in, he stayed motivated and stayed determined. And I think, honestly, once he broke through, it kind of got through his head a little bit. And then after that, man, he just kind of went left. Now, one thing, the difference is, I think, and I hate to bring this up, because I know that this got a sting. Losing his mom really that's when I noticed a change, right? And I'm going to just leave it right there. But let's go through this first article real quick. I'm going to be on this joint for like another 30 minutes. It says, Kanye West calls out Adidas and Jerry Lorenzo in a rant. Yeezy over everything. It says, Kanye West has launched an attack on his former business partners, Adidas, Fear of God designer Jerry Lorenzo, and people he accuses of being fake friends. I mean, at the end of the day, and we were talking about this a little bit in the Discord too. Yes, at the end of the day, when people get in survival mode, yes, they're going to probably turn on you. You find out, let me put it this way. If you ever been in legal trouble, you're going to find out real quickly who your real friends are. Trust me, I know personally, as a person who's been in and out of legal trouble, trust me. I will say one time, it was a situation when I had got in front of the judge, how you plead, this, and the third. Right when I went out of that joint and I went back around the quote unquote homies, they asked, not if I was okay, hey, you didn't mention me, right? You ain't say my name, right? They were thinking about themselves instantly. I knew exactly then not to F with those mother truckers anymore. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dog, you ain't concerned about what they gonna do to me? No, they wasn't. They was like, oh, snap, dog. Hey, you gonna be all right, dog. Good luck, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't say my name. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't, because I ain't never snitched on nobody, because I've had to settle out of court for every legal situation. But I get what he's saying as far as fake friends, but at the same time, dog, they have a family to feed and take care of as well. And my thing is this, I'm pretty sure they didn't tell Ye to go on these rants. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, just because how you move and they may not have the same beliefs as you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Long Beach says, yeah, I remember that. It took him a while to get on, but he should have been humble. Exactly. That should have humbled him even more. And I feel like that's what his mother did. She kept him in line, and he may have said everything how he felt to her, but at the same time, she would well, we gonna handle it this way, because she was his manager at one point, right? I believe they call the term is momager. It's not a real technical term, but that's what people call it when the mom is the manager and your mom at the same time. And you see that she did a great job, in my opinion. RIP to his mother. Slayer says, yo, Sneaker Squad, what up, Slayer? Long Beach says, yeah, He went into a complete tailspin after he lost his mom. My condolences to him. Exactly, bro. And then at that point, I feel like he just didn't want to listen to anybody. Like, you couldn't tell him anything. Slayer says, Big Bro J, speaking facts. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's just about how you things. But it says, in a lengthy Instagram post on Tuesday, January 7th, the rapper and fashion mogul once again called out his former Yeezy partners Adidas, with whom he split in 2022, making, and I'm not going to say the A word here because YouTube is sensitive remarks, but he went a little bit too much. That's the thing too. I feel like they had tried to keep him quiet for as long as they could, but it got to the point where he couldn't hold it in anymore. He says, it began with, when you Google Yeezy.com, the Adidas site comes before Yeezy site. Members at Adidas stop doing doing your moves to hold me back. Our partnership is done. You're a $60 billion company that froze my accounts. Now I'm back on my feet, no pun intended, and I'm not going to stand for this. No pun again. This my thing, yay. Well, there may be some truth to that. However, at the end of the day, your true loyal fans, they're gonna know how to get to you. They're gonna look past that Adidas joint and then say, nah, I want this one. And my thing is this, let's just keep it 100. How well is the Yeezy advertising? Right? Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Also, case in point, and I'm gonna use I'm not gonna say the person's name. But there's a shoot, I remember, and it still is. I know that they want to do it to this day. I could just tell. It's a sneaker YouTuber that literally all they do or did was make Yeezy content, period. Die-hard Yeezy collector. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Trust me. If he could find you, dog, your other loyal fans is going to find you too. Yes. Will it require a little bit more footwork? Yeah. But you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? If you want to find a joint, you'll find a joint. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Nike really threw any advertisement out there either. We just know where to kind of go. We got the sneakers app, these shot drops and stuff like that. Think about the shot drops. Nike, they don't necessarily advertise it now. You know what I'm saying? Until like 15 minutes before the drop, which I know that's the point of a shot drop. But think about how we know about it days before this, that, and the third. We got groups together where we working together and we trying to find out around the clock. You know what I'm saying? So he got to understand that kind of come with the game. You know what I'm saying? He says, I did a phenomenal work for you guys, and because I stood up for myself, y'all tried to intimidate and oppress me. Everyone remembers I had major issues with Adidas because of design theft and oppression before the tweet. He added, he says, referring to his infamous threat to go DefSefCon on, I'm not reading that part either, but this is my thing, and this is the screenshot he got where, as you can see, when you type in pretty much Yeezy, it's got Adidas Yeezy's news, and then it has the actual Yeezy website. This is my thing, right, with this. Yay. He's mad that they made some quote-unquote knockoff Yeezys. Dog, this is a part of the game. How many times we seen the J's that ain't the J's we looking for? There's always a quote unquote. Think about it. How many times I've made videos and be like, hey, yeah, this is a poor man version, this and the third. It's what they do. Question, right? To everybody in the chat. Does Michael Jordan get mad when he sees like that's not an official J that he played in? If he does, he sure keeps it to himself, right? Because I don't know, it's kind of rhetorical. But think about it. There's certain people like me. Honestly, I do buy other J's that he didn't play in. However, the ones he did play in, I'm extremely trying to collect that. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to get at is Nike them does this too. You know what I'm saying? There's certain J's that he didn't play in. Think about this. Our case in point, right? It's like equivalent to like, okay, Ye saying they're making knockoff Yeezys off his design. This could be easily equivalent to if Michael Jordan got mad if like, hey man, I don't want these Travis Scott collabs. When reality is doing a great job and we're buying them. You know what I mean? So yeah, it come with the game. Let me hit the chat real quick. Long Beach OJ says, let's see. Absolutely. You see who really rocks with you when the law gets put in your life. Left my Sao Polo. Homies were only worried about him. Not yeah, exactly. They really were, dog. They would be like that. Once I realized that, I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I know what not to do. And then what killed me with that situation at the time, like off mode but on mode, the judge was like, the judge was like, I went on and like settled out a court or whatever. They were like, we applied your energy, but there's no way. He even said, he's like, I just refuse to believe there's no way you could do all this by yourself. In which reality, no, I couldn't. But at the same time, I was the only idiot that got where it led back to me. Yeah, I was an idiot at that time. That was just stupid. And I will say this, everything I've ever been in trouble for, I never repeated it. So I learned one time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, judge knew what's up, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why he was somewhat lenient, cause I just kept quiet. And that's nothing. Whenever you got a good attorney, they tell you to shut the hell up. My attorney would probably say it's good. I don't think it was good, but at the same time, he was very expensive. So in his eyes, it was not that bad and he did what he's supposed to do. But where we at real quick, Divine in the building says, yo, we got Kwame says, what up, Divine? Divine says, someone got to take away Ye's phone. I think they've tried that. But at the end of the day, he blacks out. And my thing with Ye, he knows who to do this type of stuff to and who not to. Because the case in point, off mode but on mode again. Remember when the rapper The Game was talking about doing XYZ with his wife that he was married to at the time. You should have pulled up and threw hands, but he wasn't about to do that with The Game. You know what I mean? If we're going to keep it real. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Where we at? Divine says, chilling, what's good with you, my guy? What up, Divine? What up? What up? He says, salute to the chat. He says, Ye's got his Yeezy 350 inspiration from the Roshi, so technically he's copied too. Exactly. Everybody's inspired off of somebody, man. And so at the end of the day, he's got to also take that into consideration as well. He says that the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks is a knockoff copy of the Air Yeezys. I mean, it's a mixture of a lot of things when I see that, but at the same time, you gotta take it come with the game. You can't blatantly like copy something verbatim. However, sometimes you're gonna be able to see the inspiration. Case in point, and I hate to bring this up, like Kool Kai and them, that one's a little too much, in my opinion. But at the same time, you can get other little things, but you got to make sure you do more than enough to show that it, like, when us as a consumer, we need to be able to see, like, that's a Travis Scott. Or, hey, that's a Yeezy. You know what I'm saying? And I think at the end of the day, if you look at those quote-unquote knockoff Adidas Yeezys they did, we know the difference. I know what a 350 V2 look like compared to the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And whatever kid's trying to convince their parents to get it, they're gonna make sure they know too. And I think that's what it is. At the end of the day, it's still Adidas product to the best of my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Devon says, if someone is copying you, take it as a compliment. That makes give them the inspiration. Case in point, I've been told, and I have seen it happen, and I ain't even gonna get his personal shine as well, but there was another sneaker YouTuber that kind of does some of the stuff that I do. And at the end of the day, we all kind of talk about the same stuff. But it was being brought to my attention at the time. And I ain't gonna lie, at first, like, I low-key felt some type of way. But then when I thought about it, I'm like, to be honest, dog, it just means he like your stuff. You know what I'm saying? He or she likes your stuff. I'm not gonna confirm, but obviously they doing something that you like. And honestly, you just keep going. And people will know the difference. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they wasn't copying me to the fullest. But at the same time, you can tell where, hey, I may have helped them get some ideas. And some of the other sneaker YouTubers may have helped me get some ideas too. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I like to be my own individual. And I feel like, again, if you put it side by side, you'll know the difference. And I just leave it at that. I'm not even, like I said, you ain't gonna never see me trip on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Kanye then took his aim at Lorenzo, with whom he worked with in 2016. It says, y'all know Jerry was corny and disloyal for doing work with Adidas. After the way they handled things, I still showed up to a show that was a copy of my Hollywood bowling show. Says being so-called bigger man, but I never doing that again for no one. He added, Yeezy over everything. Everyone that ever took a picture next to me that had their own clothing line and agendas, everyone knows they was acting like they were my friend to promote their weak ass fake Yeezy lines. It's called business, sir. And at the end of the day, if they're doing deals with you, that's the point. And yes, they do want to be next to you to help their stuff. It's called you got to make sure if you're going to be there, you're making sure that you get something out of the situation and the deal too. Think about it. Remember him and Jay-Z did a collab album, and then Jay had to distance himself because he saw where this was headed, That's just, again, it just is what it is. We got Manny with the Kicks in the building. Says, what's Gucci sold out family? What up, Manny's? Says, they never wanted to truly work for the king. They wanted to use the king, get paid more, and then they would. Of course, they're not going to. This is my thing what Ye needs to understand. He's coming into these companies that are already established. No, they don't want to work for you. They want to work with you to the best of their knowledge. They're not going to let you have the whole company that they built. They're trying to make their company grow as well as your brand as well. You need to get over there and just start negotiate your deals a little bit better. And to be honest, if he's touching $1 billion, you're doing a good job. You're not doing a bad job. You just also need to be a little bit patient with it. You're not going to come over there, things take off and go crazy and everything is, and then you want to be like, hey, well, now I want to be the owner. And most likely they're like, absolutely, positively not, sir. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. Where we asked who says, never wanted to truly work for the king. They wanted to use the king to get paid more, and they would get paid anywhere else. But yes, man, and be happy for any time. And I didn't accomplish what we were working towards. Now they banish. Says, no more hugs, Yeezys over everything. I'm not here as a platform for anyone else. I'm here to dominate as I always have. The Yeezy $20 price is burning the game to the ground, leaving only Yeezys left. Everyone knows the cost of luxury fashions are way mocked up, and I should have never even wore those Prada glasses. Okay, so check this out, dog. Truth to what he's saying right here, where yes, these designer brands and this and the third is all mocked up for what they paid for to get it done. But we can throw any name in the boat, designer or not, in that situation. I respect that he's doing a $20, sale for his stuff, but at the end of the day, dog, I'm sorry, I don't want no Yeezy socks, especially not. Y'all seen my last on feet pics, my last couple on feet pics. It's snow outside. Do you think I'm gonna rock that right now? No. No disrespect to Ye. But at the same time, you can set the price and still be reasonable too. Cause I remember Shaq went through that situation where he didn't want to overcharge for people too, but Shaq also didn't get disrespectful with the other brands that he was also signed to, because he said, remember Shaq said some lady came to him in the store and was like, yo, what you're doing, you're making it very hard for me to buy stuff for my kid, this and the third. But yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, I wouldn't use the word to say Ye's necessarily quote unquote killing the game. We still buying J's, we still buying Travis's. And while resale is not on a level of it once was, we still gotta pick some. Let me say this: if you want some sneakers, you still gotta go on that resale side of things. Let's see. Kwame says, Ye talking about fashion mock-up, but I'm pretty sure he was with Balenciaga. Exactly. Thank you. And my thing is, why these mock-ups happen, right? In my opinion, allegedly. Yeah, it doesn't take them to make that, but at the same time, they're charging for their brand, their design, their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an artist who does this artwork, like say case in behind me, right? The artwork I have, right? I'm pretty sure with the paints and stuff they use, probably was like what, $10, $15, but I didn't pay $10 or $15 for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to set a price on your art. Now, I guess the real question is what, and I'm assuming, right? Well, yeah, how much is too much? And you got, everybody got a cut off. I got to cut off. You got to cut off. You know what I'm saying? When that Tyler, the Creator stuff dropped with that Louis Vuitton joint, they cut me off because I wasn't paying all. I liked every bit of it, but I wasn't about to pay all that, No disrespect. And it still sold out. Just didn't get any of my money. And I'm not mad about it. Ye concluded by boasting how successful his Yeezy brand has been since parting ways with Adidas. The Yeezy.com site has made $100 million last year, and that was with only being up for 6 months. I took the site down for 6 months to get control over my Shopify accounts. People wanted to make me believe that I couldn't do this on my own. We sold over 1 million pairs of pods, and I've been working on 10 other styles for the past 2 years. It's Yeezy for the people. Everything else was in the way. If they were a grammatical error, at always rewrite the comments, and I will update you. Thank you. Adidas and Lorenzo have yet to respond, which I hope, if they're smart, don't say anything at all. Let's see. Kanye comes just a few months after he and Adidas agreed to settle their long-running legal dispute out of court. Says both parties said that we don't need to fight anymore and withdrew the claims. Company CEO Benjamin Gluten said, and this is the guy from Adidas, on a conference call in October, the agreement didn't include any payments. No one owes anybody anything anymore. So whatever was history. Yeah, Adidas just washed their hands with us. Just leave. You know what I'm saying? I feel him. And I'm going to leave it right there. But Ye also needs to he needs to humble himself a little bit too, dog. And I'm going to leave it right there. More to come on that, I'm pretty sure. And even if he made $100 million, think about this. He made $100 million on his own. If that's true, with Adidas, you still was bringing in, with all your other deals and brands, you was still bringing over $1 billion. This is my thing. $100 million is great money, but a billion, I'm pretty sure that's a different tax bracket, dog. I ain't had it before, but I'm almost positive the lifestyle of being a billionaire versus $100 million is probably slightly different if I had to guess. Either way, you're living comfortably, but you can still live better. Let's just keep it 100. Where we at real quick, Manny says, women ankle high sheer socks. Ye need to chill and get back to sneakers. I agree. But at the same time, if he's not in that mindset to create like that, I mean, it is what it is. My thing with it's a lot of things I could say that I wish Ye would stop doing. But at the end of the day, I know everybody's got to be their own individual too, man. And I'm not saying I'm supporting anything that Ye does, this, that, and the third. But I will say I have not been interested in none of his stuff for quite some time, if that even makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like I'm hating or anything like that, but it just hasn't been for me. But salutes to the people that's still rocking with him, because he does have a loyal fan base. I still listen to a lot of his older music, if I'm going to keep it real. But let's go and transition to the stadium goods situation real quick. I'm going to be on this joint for like roughly another 10 minutes. The Ye situation took way longer than what I anticipated, but at the same time, you can tell I had a lot to say. Especially since we haven't spoken Ye in quite some time. But y'all see what I got. Stadium Goods is closing its New York City store. I think salutes to Manny with the kicks, and of course Divine for putting a story in a sold out Discord. Shameless plug. Just now kind of reading up on it here with you guys for the first time, so hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and then we'll wrap things up here for the night. It says, our business primarily through digital channels, so this where Stadium Goods is focused investment to drive growth. Michael Daniels, SVP and GM of Stadium Goods, told Foot News. So I guess the physical location is not worth to keep it open, and they're just going to sell online is what I'm getting from it, or maybe through an app. Because if you think about it, if we kind of did this in a Discord too, you can kind of compare this to like GOAT or what am I looking for here? Flight Club has a physical store, but they also merged with GOAT to have that digital presence. It worked out for both parties, if I had to guess. It says, after nearly 10 years, Stadium Goods is closing its New York City storefront. Michael Daniels, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Stadium Goods, confirmed with Foot News that the retail location at 47 Howard Street will close this month. The final day of the operation will be January 19th. So pretty much in a couple weeks here. It says the lease term was coming up and we decided not to renew, Daniel told Foot News. Our business is primarily through digital channels, so that's where Stadium Goods is focused investment to drive growth. But in the meantime, we're planning to transform our market center at 4112 Broadway so that we can both intake new products from sellers and offer and evaluate retail experience in the same space. So they're still going to have a physical storefront. They're just not going to have as many now is what I'm getting from it. Where we at? Stadium Goods were overpriced anyway. I mean, that they at the end of the day, let's just keep it real. They're a resale company. Point blank period. But I get what you're saying compared to like looking on, like, we'll say eBay and all of them. And I hate to say this, I know we're not rocking with StockX, but yeah, if you're going to put them on that level, then yeah, it may be a little bit, obviously overpriced, but you're praying for they have a good reputation, so to speak. Let's see, Devon says, you could find one good deal at Stadium Goods, but other than that, it's expensive as F. Yeah, it came with the game. I felt that way about even with what am I looking for? Flight Club. However, I think when they merged with GOAT, that's when things got a little bit better. It says the sneaker consignment company Howard Street Store, which quick became a haven for coveted and hard to find sneakers, is positioned in the heart of NYC's Soho neighborhood. The store opened for business on October 16, 2015, and 7 years later, Stadium Goods rejuvenated the location in February 2022. So I guess they like remodeled the joint. The updates include the addition of the entrance at the 305 Canal Street and expansion to its 2,860 square feet of space for people to shop. So they still got a physical location. Says Stadium Goods was founded by John McPeters and Jed Stiller in December 2018. The company was acquired by Farfetch Limited for $250 million. The fate of Farfetch and its and titles, which also include New Guard Group and Violet Gray, have been in limbo following the purchase of the Bogart online luxury fashion platform from South Korea company Kongpeng for $500 million last year. So it looks like they are probably looking for people to probably buy this even more. But until then, they're probably going to go all digital. It says, we hope in a few years we'll have the conversation about how Kongpeng turned Farfetch into a business that transferred the consumer experience around luxury fashion while also providing strategic value for Kongpao. Bum Kim, founder and chief executive officer of Kongpeng, said in a statement in February after the acquisition closed. So it looks like they were trying to buy it. What that is like trying to acquire the joint. So pretty much they're going to close, I guess, one of its stores in New York, but they're still going to have like a actual still digital presence here. So I don't think I really have to read through this article completely. So I think that was summed up. So I think we're pretty much right on time here, coming up close on the hour mark. This is my thing. Stadium Goods is an overpriced place, right? But at the same time, it kind of come with the game of reselling sneakers. Now, one of the things where I feel like, to be honest, if they was to stay on top of their, authentic, guaranteed situation, what they could do if we still, like, let's case in point, I'll speak for myself. I watch the sneaker shopping joints on YouTube by Complex. It would be nice to see a lot of people still shop there. But at the same time, people not trying to, even celebrities, I think, don't want to pay the max. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Devon says, only tourists buy expensive-ish at Stadium Goods. Some sneakerheads do, or certain celebrities do there for the quote-unquote status. We've learned that word today in the Discord as well in the sports section. Some people do it for the status, and I'm going to leave it right there. But yeah, for the most part, I don't think the average Joe Schmo probably shops at these stores. But they obviously have an audience or people shopping there, or they wouldn't have the door. They wouldn't be able to keep the doors open like they would like as much as they would want to, I feel like. Let's see. Men of the Kick says, Dead Ass Divine and Flight Club is surviving because of GoDap. Exactly. I agree. GoDap is definitely, that merger was a probably smart move. And y'all know me, I used to not rock with GOAT. And y'all know eBay is my weapon of choice. But at the same time, I definitely glance at GOAT now, Long Beach Joe Jett says, the sneaker resale route is cooked. There's been a bunch of sneaker consignment stores have been shutting down. Yeah, I'm not surprised because at the end of the day, what hurt that? Our shoes have become back readily available for the most part. There's still some shoes that I'm going to find on the resale market that are hard to obtain, but for the most part, majority of the shoes, you can get for retail if you put in the footwork. And that's, in my opinion, that's how I like it, you know? And I'll speak for myself. Long Beach says stadium goods is a dramatically overpriced. It is. It definitely is. And at one point, Flight Club was that same status where it was slightly dramatically overpriced as well. But like I said, with them merging with GOAT and having that digital platform, because the thing about it, Flight Club didn't have, to the best of my, I don't think they had an app. You could shop online, but now with GOAT, with that app, because I think that's all GOAT was, that app and a lot of that stuff, being able to have that instant ship option, they changed the game a little bit. I respect it. Devon says, facts, Manny, Flight Club hanging on by a thread. If GOAT get a scandal similar to StockX 2, Flight Club will shut down too. Yeah. They got to definitely be on their P's and Q's out here. So, I mean, to be honest, that statement I will agree with, Devon. Definitely on their P's and Q's, and they definitely got to make sure they're moving correctly, you know? And to be honest, every business got to make sure they're moving correctly, dog, or else. Because at the end of the day, the consumer is the person that kind of keeps the lights on, whether we want to admit it or not, you know? Think about it. You still want to get the better deal, and while technically on paper, StockX has the better deals, but they've also had that issue with Nike where it's not really, in my opinion, helping them look good. So that's what it is. What's the point of spending the bread over there on the deal whenever you're not comfortable with where you're shopping at? So again, but I will say the thing that throws me off with like GOAT and them is whenever we have the Travis drops and they already have them. You know, again, if you're in the game, you just kind of, you know, I can't prove anything, but it's kind of one of those things that definitely crosses your mind. Devon says, shoes that were once hard to get in years past are more obtainable. Yeah, and I think that whole thing from 2020 to like early 2022 was really hard to cop sneakers. But like towards the middle of 2022, whatever you really want, you can start back getting, man, with the exception of a few shoes, point blank period. And honestly, I think that's how it should be. At least let us get a fair opportunity to try to cop the shoe for retail, if you ask me, and that's how I feel about it. Let's see. Man on the Kick says, agree, Divine, and they will, and there, it says, and there, and it says, and there, and they will. They're too much money on the line, or eBay could take over also. But see, that's my thing. eBay was good. They're going to be good regardless, because keep in mind, eBay was, I feel like, the last one to truly officially step in the authenticity sneaker guaranteed situation. They were all, because you think about it, StockX, yes, you sell other things. Yes, GOAT them just kind of, I think they start selling extra clothing, but eBay, you know, I sell my, you know, you can go buy a drone over there. You know what I mean? So they sell other things. They're selling car parts. They got watches and jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like, eBay was kind of like that, like a digital. I always looked at it as like, it's like you're getting rid of, like me, I would sell a lot of stuff that I don't use anymore. Like, I hate to say it was like an online, like garage sale type of thing, but now they got sneakers over there and they're making sure that, try to clean it up as much as possible. You know, no place is going to be perfect when you go to that aftermarket, but it come with the game too. But yeah, I've been on this joint coming on like what, an hour and what? Give or take here, hour and 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and talk some upcoming sneaker releases and then wrap things up for the night. I feel like we've got a good stopping point. I say we'll close this one. Now, one thing that I did find, looks like we have the Air Jordan 4 white cements. These are set to release coming this year as well. I'm personally not super duper excited about these, but I am going to cop because my pair is yellowed. I could use a fresh pair, and I'm probably still going to keep my old pair. This is what kind of gets me in trouble with the sneaker game, man. So, like, it's one of those, this one, I love the shoe so much, I wouldn't mind it. And it ain't even about being a double up shorty, but with my luck, right, if I be like, I'm going to skip it, keep my old pair, and then it fall apart, and I'm be mad, and then have to get these anyway. So, sometimes it just come with the game. But, yeah, one of my favorites in my collection. So, this one right here is definitely anticipated to come this year as well. Very excited to see these come, and I know we had that rumored, and I know y'all know I don't really start talking upcoming sneaker releases till I start seeing official images and stuff like that. And everybody has their own place and preference of where they see that. Devon says supposedly the Jordan 5 might shock drop. Interesting. That would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Also, I see that there's supposed to be another Terror Squad and Nike Air Force One releasing in August. Red joint. I know that some of you guys do have these, but I feel like I'm not saying they're not gonna sell out, but the Terror Squad Air Force Ones didn't really take off. This is one of these shoes where I feel like Nike didn't then drop the shoe and like what's the saying? They didn't strike while the iron is hot when we really, really would have probably got these back in the day. Now you're bringing it to the public to the point where we're like, you know? And a lot of people aren't necessarily Air Force One fans. I'm an Air Force One fan, and I'm not even probably going to check for these if I'm going to keep it 100. You know? Let's see, Devon says, that's going to sit, but I do see in NY people will rock them. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just feel like they didn't strike where the iron was hot on those. And then other than that, I think what I got left here, I see that also, again, where I feel like Jordan Brand kind of joined the party late here, where now they're selling sneaker bags that fit your shoes. However, how many, no disrespect, and I don't have to say any particular brands, but I use a sneaker bag when I travel. And, you know, I'm probably not going to buy this because somebody already had the idea. No, I don't see Nike them suing nobody for this, that, and the third. But all these other sneaker bag companies, you know, everybody's probably if anything is going to make those guys probably have to drop their prices because everybody's going to go here now and just get the official one. Again, it's one of those Nike kind of coming back and missing on the opportunity a little bit too late, in my opinion, even though they're still going to make money off of it. Let me put myself back on the main screen real quick. But yeah, very interesting, man. So I'm not surprised to see them making a sneaker bag, but I just feel like a lot of this stuff, they could have did this a long time ago. But I don't think they're going to take any like legal issues on anybody, thing like that. It's just kind of one of those people, if you're in the market for a sneaker bag, you're probably going to get one from Nike now. I would still like to see more of a backpack style come from Nike, and I'm not saying they won't do one in the future, but I would like to personally see one. Let me hit the chat real quick. Where we at real quick? Devon says, those shoes came out at the wrong time. Agreed. Completely agree. And that's what I'm saying too. They didn't strike where the iron was hot for those not Travis Scott, but for those Terror Squads. And now it's kind of like one of those like, And this is my thing too. No disrespect to Fat Joe and Terror Squad and them, but yes, I like his music, but they music ain't hitting like it once was when they were they're not in their prime anymore. You know, Travis in his prime still, so his shoes are still gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe and them, and I'm not calling, that's just his rap name, but they just they didn't strike where the iron was hot. He's not in his prime. Yes, they got an audience, and yes, they gonna sell, and like you said, Devon, and NY is gonna take off or sell out there, but everywhere else, you know, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. Me being a sneakerhead, I'm gonna be like, look, that 150 or whatever they want for the shoe, I could put that towards something that I missed on the resale market and put that extra 150 on top. You know, that's how my mindset's gonna go. And everybody handle it their own way. You know, especially whenever it's something that, no disrespect, it's a shoe that probably you can catch on the resale market that's gonna go below retail. If I had to guess, I'm no professional reseller, but I'm just saying. Long Beach says, facts, Polo, the Terror Squad wave isn't like that. It's just, like I said, they just waited a little too long. Manny says, I hear that too. Devon, definitely after Black Cat 3's drop in the following week. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I know those are Black Cat 3's drop Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. But other than that, man, let's go ahead and wrap things up here for tonight. I've been on this joint for an hour and 8 minutes, going on an hour and 9 minutes, man. This was a good live. Always gonna be a good live when you're talking Ye, man. It's kind of hard to just even have, like, to be honest, I didn't even mean to spend that much time talking about Kanye, but how could you not, man? It's just very interesting. Especially whenever we haven't really covered them in a long time. Pause. But other than that, man, let's wrap things up here for tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love and being active in the chat. Really means a lot to the kids. Y'all definitely smash the like button on your way out, or if you're just getting here, smash the like button. Really means a lot to the kid. Sign up for the Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Or, of course, y'all know we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, which you know I've been active in, music section, upcoming sneaker releases, you name it. If I can't put a video out on time, somebody, including myself or one of just the great, awesome members that we have over there, will probably most likely have something already posted for you guys. And yeah, man, other than that, I will see you guys again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. But until then, yeah, y'all definitely sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and of course, definitely got more sneaker content on the way. And I'll see you guys again on Saturday. And I'm out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel good when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember.